Halloween 2024. 10/31/2024. So, I'm about to go in the house. All the garbage is done, recycles. This dude, this red car has come by twice. Well, who let the dogs out? Blasting. Who the hell listens to that? Look at this guy. Ready? He's a perk, right? Yeah, he just came by a minute ago. Cursing like that, right? Kitty. Hey, kitty. And the cat's running away from him. He's wearing a red shirt, if you notice. So he comes around, right? Oh. Should probably go after that guy. Anyways, so he just came by here a few minutes ago. And he's doing that, right? He's like, oh, sorry, been off the drugs for 2 days. Some like nice tactic. Although that's a new tactic, I said. I see how he came back around again. Yeah. Because that's what perps do. I'm gonna record a little while until, let's see if he comes back around. Oh, sorry, 2 days off the drugs. Yeah, sure. I'm not on drugs. I know people, the bullies on any kind of platform will be like, oh, don't do drugs, kids. And they're the ones that are drug addicts and alcoholics and pedophiles and stuff like that. So I don't know how much they're getting paid for this, but I bet you, I want to see if he comes back around. I want to get a clearer shot of him. Since he's stupid enough to do it again. But honestly, that is a new tactic for me. They're trying to disrupt my peace. I'm like very peaceful and quiet right now. And I'm gonna go in the house in a minute anyway, and it's Halloween, so I don't know. I don't know if I'll get my YouTube channel back, but maybe I just need a new phone and a new email or whatever. That could be. But if not, I'll have to go on Rumble. Excuse me. Yeah, so the witches definitely gave me a headache this morning. Hey, kitty. So I had an appointment today. So I'm in the not in the waiting room, I'm in the room. And I started getting a headache, like not even a tension headache, just out of the blue headache. And that's a sign of witchcraft. Somebody was probably doing witchcraft on me from wherever they were. So I closed my eyes, and it said fire, arrow fire or something like that to them. In Jesus Christ's name. I forgot exactly what I said, but I kept saying it until the headache went away. And I guess they try to do other stuff. You see that they got that guy. But I just got like so exhausted today. And I had a splitting headache on the other side of my head. So I didn't say anything. I completely forgot to do that, to rebuke it or whatever. And now I see this guy coming around. 2 days off the drugs. Drugs are bad, okay? If I do put my YouTube channel back, it'll have to be private, and all the videos have to be private. I'm actually annoyed because I should have downloaded some of my videos. A lot of the big evidence videos that I made, they get so crazy. They get exhausted with us if we don't, if we don't tolerate this crap from them. They go nuts. I saw my best friend, one of my best friends, Voodoo Smurf. He had new clothes. I don't know what he's gonna do, because, the 2 crates were gone. I put the other crate on the corner. So hopefully it got taken away by the garbage. That'd be great. I hope so. And I hope he gets mad about it. And I hope he starts screaming in the middle of the street. Because he shouldn't be stalking people. He shouldn't stalk people. And if I was a man, I would probably punch him in the fucking throat. And that's why he's not doing much, because I'm not a man. He's just trying to scare me. And when they stalk and wait for you like that, and then they don't do nothing, but they get paid with alcohol and weed, because I've seen him get paid with that. I literally, look, there's the car I was talking about. That's the third time. What happened to the song? Yeah, because I said something, that's why he's not going to do it anymore. Oh well. And the police have a habit of coming around, turning the lights on, and then driving off and then shutting the lights off. I got that on video too. Hopefully I get to put these videos on somewhere. I'll give him a few more minutes to come back down to do it again. Unless he's done and that was his car. Because, he went up the block first, then he came down the block. So either that or that's the handler in that car. He should do it at least one more time. He's a new perp. You know what I mean? New perps, they do extra. They're always extra. I don't know if this bitch next door is going to do something tonight. They go to bed early, so I hope not. I hope she doesn't do nothing. Well, she did something last year, so I think I'm going to have to buy one of those cameras for my window again. Let me see, is it going to be the same car as before? Turn right. There's no traffic right now. So the perp is probably coming around quicker. Going through the red light. I'm surprised it wasn't them. Where is he? Where is he? Oh. Fuzzy little kids, get off my property. If I were to partake in Halloween, I would have dressed like Fuzzy Lumpkins. All I would need was a pink hoodie, a pink knit hat, and the headband with the little disco balls on them, and like blue pants. He's really done, I guess. Usually that I'm done. I wasn't recording, so. They love to try to get under our skin like that. Sometimes it does work, sometimes it doesn't. Well, most of the time, because I already know what their tactic is, so. So whatever, I'm calm and cool and collected right now. Well, because I'm sitting here by myself, minding my own business, mind you. And I'm online. I was on YouTube, so I can still watch videos. I can't post nothing. I can't like anything. I can't say anything in the comments. They're real bitches. Let's see. Let's see what's happening. Yep, that's not new. They're on like those dirt bikes now too. And they're gonna come down the block or what? Because they sound like they're gonna come down the block and they don't. Very unlike them, I gotta say. So, they always got the fire trucks and the paramedics, the cops, everybody. So today was, I guess it was I don't know who it was. I don't know. It was fireman. I don't know if it's not the paramedic fireman. I forgot what it is. I don't know what kind of car it was. Number 33, of course. They love sticking that number everywhere. Now this guy's screaming, right, for no reason. I mean, the other guys just scream for no reason too. I called him Patrolman Smurf. Him on video cursing me out because I was recording in public. You're mental, you're fucking mental, you're always recording. And then I reminded him that he was in front of my house doing a little dance with for his handler. I'm like, oh, you forgot about that, did you? Yeah. No, I don't record them anymore ever since they yelled at me like that because then I'm gonna get killed, so now every time he sees me when he comes in, he just gets annoyed that I'm not recording. And that's how you do it. Every time I would sit out here. Before I would get my coffee, I would just chill out here to get some air. And I would hear him screaming from the corner. I'm like, what the hell are you screaming about? He does cocaine. He's flying into cocaine rage. I made my appointment for today. But when I called to arrange the car service, I heard somebody click off, but they dropped the phone. Like it was a landline, they dropped it. After I already booked the trip. Come on, where are they? You heard the guy, his GPS went off. He said turn right at the corner. How many times are you gonna come down the block? That was 3 times. Really, this guy's not gonna come back one more time? I don't think you would come off drugs and act like that. You would be in rehab if you were coming off drugs right now. They think we're dumb. I was not born yesterday. Oof. I gotta go in. Of course, my camera gonna catch it. My home camera. Why would it? He was screaming and like running. First he was walking, then he started running. At least I caught him afterwards. But still, yeah, if you're really coming off of drugs, you wouldn't be walking around. You would be in rehab. And I know what people sound like when they're doing drugs. They don't sound coherent like that and wide awake. You were just being a perp, being stupid. Look at this car across the street. I don't think you can see it, but no, their hood is like broke. Like it looked like it got into an accident. And it's just parked there for like, I don't know how long. So the other day somebody turned the blinkers on and off and on and off and on like 3 or 4 times. Like I noticed it from the window. So that's to try to get us to have a headache and to get us to come out and scream at them. I don't have time for that shit. So now I see that it's got a ticket. They put it in They put the ticket in the door handle, not on the windshield for some reason. I think that's weird too. So, yeah, I don't think the guy's gonna come back because I was recording. Aww. Too bad, so sad. I mean, he did what he had to do. So he got paid, I guess. And it's Halloween, so they gotta do something extra on Halloween. You know that. Well, I know that. You know that. Come on now. I'm very surprised he only came twice. I really am. I'm very surprised he only came around twice. There's the sirens. Yep. Okay. Whatever. Don't care. Oh, they went around the block. That makes sense. Alright, I'm gonna go in the house and do what I gotta do. Just chill out. You know, if he look a big ass red truck. What the fuck? They love this. They love the red color. They're mad because I'm wearing camo today. I'm always gonna wear camo. When I have to go to a doctor appointment, I'm gonna make sure I have something camo on. Because they hate when you go to the doctor and try to get healthy. You know, something they get you sick with their stupid witchcraft and EMF gun rays or whatever the hell it is. You know, they get mad when you go try to fix it. They're ridiculous. But I had to go there for something else, and they tried already. Some whack job was in there. Here I had got punched in the face. I'm like, what are you doing? And he was gonna sit next to me too. I was like, nope. I turned around, looked on my phone, pretended he wasn't even there. He left. I don't want any more of these people doing stuff like that, you know? The more I don't want it, the more they do it. But that's what they do. I mean, we could stop them if we knew anything about them, you know, like any kind of info on them, and, you know, because getting footage of them screaming like that for no reason, unfortunately, nothing's going to happen from that. It's funny, though. They think it's funny, but it's funny, you know, because I know it's perp doing it. To me, it's funny because they're trying. You know, they're trying very hard. But for the newbies out there, it ain't funny. And I don't know. Hopefully, they get caught one day and get arrested. You know. Because unfortunately, they're not doing anything blatant and obvious. They're just doing stuff here and there to try to, you know, get you to yell at them. Alright, so stay strong and be safe.